guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruby Tufty. If you're new here, go ahead, subscribe, put my notifications on, and go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. So today we're going to be talking about the best things that come with weight loss, slash just like how I'm treated differently, slash new things, slash things I just love about having lost weight. My first thing of what's different is just how you feel just literally sitting anywhere. So when I was in high school, I remember my whole middle school, probably I'm trying to remember 7th grade and stuff. Starting in 9th grade, so high school, it was my middle school, my gut would always touch the desk. In every single seat I sat in, my gut would touch the desk, and it was just the most uncomfortable thing ever. And I remember I'd get to class early and switch desks around because I knew which ones were bigger and which ones were smaller. And so I absolutely could not handle that. I remember being at restaurants, I wouldn't like to sit in a booth because my gut yet again would be touching the table. Sometimes you could pull the table, but sometimes you're just stuck with you can't see, but the table cutting into you. Second thing that's changed is shopping, just being able to shop, being able to go into any store. It's so overwhelming, and I haven't done a lot of shopping right now because I'm planning to lose more weight and I don't want to buy size 10s when I want to be a size 6. So but it's just there's so many more options that it's before, when you walk into Forever 21, you have this little section in the store, the plus size section, but now it's holy shoot, there's so many more things to choose from, especially that Forever 21 where I live, the store is ginormous, and it's honestly overwhelming, but it's a good overwhelming. Going to A&E, Express, Hollister, I would never choose to wear their clothes, but if I wanted to, the option's there. The third thing would be my feet have shrank. Not in lengthwise. I have really big feet. I wear a size 12, but before I wore a 12 wide, or sometimes a 12 double wide, and now it's just a 12. So it's just really what? Because before I could not find shoes, literally to save my life. It would be so hard because first of all, finding a shoe in 12, Steve Madden only goes up to an 11. Mr. Madden, do something, because feet are something you can't change the size of it. You can change the size of your weight. I get that if a company doesn't want to make bigger shirts, but for real, my feet, I have literally absolutely no control over the size of my feet. So yeah, just being able to wear more shoes is amazing. 3, just maneuvering, getting around places. I remember back in my old house, we had an island in the middle, and then the counter ran around it, and then the fridge was over here, and the dishwasher, whatever. But I don't remember where I was in the kitchen or what I was doing, but I just remember my brother was also in the kitchen, and the only way I could get by him is if part of me brushed up against him when I went by. I was if it was my arm or my back or my stomach, if there was another person in the kitchen on the side I was going on, there's just not enough room. So now I feel you can just maneuver so much easier because you're not out to here, you take up less space this way, and that's just a really good feeling, as well as just fitting in seats. When I was younger, I remember I had this almost traumatic experience at Valley Fair. It's a roller coaster park where I live, and we were going on the Power Tower. I was with 3 other of my friends. We'll call them Layla, Momo, and Dodo. So Layla and Dodo were on one side of the Power Tower, which is just a roller coaster that either goes up really fast and then down, or up and then down really fast, or up really fast and then down really fast. So it was just a big up and down roller coaster. And I remember me and Momo, so like Dodo and Lolo are over on the other side, and then me and Momo walk to the other seats. And I remember like the harness like wouldn't fit, and it was like really awkward. Like the attendant was like trying to hook me in. He's like, yeah, you don't fit, like you can go on to the other side, and they're bigger on the other side. So me and Momo went to the other side, and then we rode the ride. And then when we get off, and we like got off the ride, Momo or Lolo and Dodo Lolo and Dodo came over and were like, I thought you guys were on the other side. And it was like, oh, we had to move because like I couldn't fit in the seat. And then as well at that day at the theme park, we went on another roller coaster. It wasn't a roller coaster, it was like bench seats. And they just, it was called like the Scrambler, and it just like they moved. So you're basically like in this bench seat in this bar. So you like put your buckle on, and then this bar came in front. And so the bar, so when your gut sticks out, like so like it didn't, the bar came and it didn't like hit my gut, it went under my gut, if that makes sense. So it was like right on my pelvic bone. So it went under, so my gut was sitting on top of the bar. And then I remember when it was me and Momo again, like she opened the bar really hard, and like my fat flew up, and she was just laughing for like 5 minutes. She wasn't even like trying to be mean about it, but she just thought it was like hilarious. It was just like, oh my God. And it was just so traumatic for me. Like, of course she didn't say anything to like our friends when they asked her why she was laughing. She was just like, oh, nothing. But like, it was literally traumatic AF for me. And then again, I went to Las Vegas 2 years ago with my brother and my father, and just like the airplane, like I barely fit. Like I fit, that chute buckled, but it, like I was out there, I felt awkward that I was just taking up room on each side of my brother and then the stranger, because our dad was meeting us there, and I just felt like I had to be like this the whole time or not move. So now that I just fit in places better, I went to Vegas again last October when I had lost like a significant amount of weight, like not as much as now, but I remember just getting into the aircraft, all cool, all calm, all collected, like I belong. I don't need no Delta Comfort Plus with that 4 extra inches of room. I can fit. So just being able to fit, like literally having your body fit. And then another favorite thing, or how I'm treated differently, well, this one hasn't happened yet, but I'm excited for it too. My whole life, I've hated going to the doctor. You know, you do a yearly checkup, and I've hated it all the time. Like, because they weigh you, and they'd always tell me I'm obese, and they're like, you need to work on your weight, and blah 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 blah, and like that's something you really don't want to hear. Like ever. Like it's just like, it's not like, it's like I know I'm fat. It's like you don't have to remind me. I mean, you're my doctor, so I guess you're supposed to. It is a health concern, but it was just awkward. So now, like, I'm so excited to go to the doctor, honestly, because the last time I went to the doctor, they were like, you have obesity, you need to get rid of the disease. Now I'm about to walk into the doctor office, like, look at me now, look at me now, look at me now, look at me now, like, I did it, I'm here, I'm cooling. Yeah, just going to the doctor, I'm excited for. And then as well as people treating me differently is a thing, but it's not a thing. My whole life, I was never really bullied for being overweight. There's 4 instances my whole life like K through 12, I can recall, I got bullied for being fat. And one of them, the first one, when I was the youngest, I was on a bus coming home from summer school, when I was like little, probably like, I lived in Burnsville, so I had to be in like had to be like 6th or 7th grade, or maybe like 5th. So it was 5th, 6th, or 7th grade, probably actually 5th. They weren't even making fun of me. They were making fun of a different fat girl, but like, and they were calling her like cow, and they would moo at her, and like, it was never directed at me, but it was happening like right near me, that, you know, I was just like, don't target me, like, don't come after me, you know, like, so that one. And then in 9th grade, freshman year, lunchroom, I was at the lunch tables, and there were these kids who sat at a different lunch table, and like the first instinct was this dude just had like a sandwich, and he just like dropped it onto my table and was like, feast. And it was like, what? He just said feast and walked away. And like, this went on for like maybe a week, that he was just saying snarky comments. And then I actually had this really great friend who was like, you like apologize. You can't say that. That's rude. She's my friend. Go apologize to her, because you're being mean to her. And I'm like, thank God for that, girl. If she ever saw this, she would know who she is. So thank you, girl. Thank you. But after that, like, it wasn't really a problem. I did kind of feel awkward for like a day or two going to lunch. I would try to just like sit in the hallway outside my locker, but like the roaming teachers would like say something, but that didn't last long. The third time, I was probably in 7th grade, or 9th grade, middle school. I remember what school I was at, and all that happened was someone just called me like fat ass, and that was basically it. I don't remember any of the other context, but I know I was like a little Latino girl. I could say her name. I'm not going to. I just thought of it. That's what I meant. She just like under her breath, or like because of some reason. And then in 10th or 11th grade, it happened again with a male. He was just walking by. Like, we were literally just walking by in the hallway. Like, I said nothing. Like, I knew him. I knew him since 7th grade. We went to the same school district. And he just like said fat ass when, like, he whispered it under his breath when I walked by. But like, I don't know why, because he felt the need to. I never got bullied really because of my weight, so I feel like people don't treat me as differently. Like, people have always been nice to me my whole life, so it's not like suddenly people are nice to me. I've always been like, I don't want to say like really popular, but I've never had an issue making friends. I've really had an outgoing personality my whole life, so I've always been able to bank on the personality. I never thought I was ugly. I just always thought I was fat, and like the fatness made me unattractive, but like I was still confident. I still thought I was cute. So like now I just am kind of extra cute because I got the body to go with it, I guess. Not completely. We're almost there. We're like 80% of the way there, but it's very exciting, and you just feel more comfortable, and you just like walking up, like, not that I've ever had an issue walking up to anybody to ask for anything, but now it's like if I ever walked up to a stranger, like, it's not even, you don't have to think about it, because like I would always be in the room and I would like scan the room and see if I was the fattest person or if there was other fat people in the room. And like now you just don't do that. You're not worried about your body anymore. It's not a concern. Yeah, just being more comfortable, honestly, in your skin, and just feeling like you belong. Not that I ever didn't feel like I belonged, but oh my God. New one, just skirt off whatever I was saying, and girl, going to the beach and wearing shorts. When I went to middle school camp, when I went to camp, like my whole life, there was 2 reasons. These were 50% reasons. Girls, boys, sister. 1, I'm Nigerian. I got this curly hair. I did not always have this hair. well, I did, not this hairstyle. So I would spend 2 hours straightening my hair, and then I would clip in extensions. And your girl wasn't trying to get her hair wet. 50% of the reason I didn't want to swim. The other half of the reason I didn't want to swim is because I was uncomfortable with my body. And I actually remember this one instant at camp. I think I had just come out of my 11th grade year, or it was my 10th grade year, and one of the camp counselors, this was like literally, I don't like this woman. This is like a big factor why. There's other reasons I don't like her, but this is a big factor why. Everyone knew I didn't like to swim. I still go down to the beach during free times and I hang out with my friends, but I would sit on the dock, put my feet in, and then people would have like inner tubes and like float around, hang around. We would talk, there was like music. You got like 4 hours of free time, so like or like you could do crafts and whatnot, but most everyone's at the beach, so I still went to the beach. And this one time at the beach, this woman who is supposed to be, she was like the dean or a girls counselor, someone you're supposed to be able to trust, gets 2 of my better guy friends, which is so sad. I mean, at the time I don't talk to him anymore. It's so sad, and she got them to pull me into the water, and I was just like mortified. They pulled me in. I was like, I realized what they were trying to do, so I was like trying to run away, and like I ran off the dock, and then they basically just took me, and just dragged me into the freaking water. And I was, oh my God, I was crying. I was so mad. I was so embarrassed. This was a Christian church camp, nonetheless. So I'm like, what the heck are you doing? And then she comes up to me later like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think you were gonna get so mad. It was just a joke. Jokes were prohibited from camp, I remember, because we heard it every year. Because one year, some girls, this lady's daughter and some other girls played too many pranks and like broke and damaged the camp. And jokes and pranks or anything that made another person feel bad were banned. And here she is, this grown adult woman who is supposed to be the dean or a counselor I'm supposed to be able to trust at a Christian camp where we're all supposed to be loving each other, gets two guys to pull me into the water. I was mortified. Still don't like her to this day. But so yeah, long enough fucking backstory. So yeah, just like being able to go to the beach. Not that I've actually done any swimming this summer. I've gone to the beach. Have I even been? I don't even think I've been to the beach. I tried to go one time with my friend, but it was sunny when we made the plans, and then we stopped at Potbelly to get some sandwiches because we was like, oh, it's like we'll have sandwiches on the beach and we'll lay out and we'll tan and then we can go in the water after this food settled. I had my swimsuit, and I just got to buy a swimsuit this year. Like I've owned them in the past, but like when I was little. So yeah, just being more comfortable wearing shorts. I'm in a pair right now. Oh my God. Chafing. My legs don't chafe anymore. Every big girl knows this issue. My thighs would rub, and I would go through pairs of leggings and jeans like that. But my legs actually barely touch anymore when I walk. They touch, but they don't touch when I walk. Because, if I were standing like this, they touch. But when you're like this, they don't really, because there's space, they don't touch. So just not having legs that chafe is also amazing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it there. So that was the video for today, guys. For right now, guys, I hope you liked it. Go ahead, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to see me do next, I would love to hear that from you. But yeah, thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind, pet a puppy, love your neighbors.